So, very lightly heat the WoodUbend with your heat gun. And to test whether it's warm enough, just keep prodding your finger. That's not quite ready yet. Always keep your heat gun moving so you don't scorch your WoodUbend with the heat gun. If you're using a hairdryer, you can get right up to your WoodUbend moulding. So that should be soft enough now for me to just start to prise that off the surface. And you can use whatever you want to lever it off the surface. So I'm just levering it off the surface. The glue has now warmed up and is loosening. I'm doing it very gently. So just coming in and slicing the glue off. I'm just going round all different angles so that I don't break it or snap it. But if I did snap it, I would be able to fix it, of course, because WoodUbend mouldings are fixable. Just prising it off, and there we have it. So whilst it's still nice and warm, I'm going to get my wood glue back on it. I've just discovered quick and thick tight bond and I'm loving it. So I'm going to get it all over the back of my moulding. Now this has got this little sprouty thing there, so don't really need to use a brush, to be honest. And as I'm working, I can feel that the moulding is starting to go cold. So now I'm just going to spread the glue around the back of the moulding with my finger. And place it on the drawer properly now. There you go. I'm going to heat it up some more. And now you can see there, you see that bit there? I press that down on the surface. Pressing it down, nice and firmly. And you can see all that lovely glue squidging out there. I'm going to come back in with a baby wipe and wipe away the excess glue. You can use a Q-tip, you can even use a wet paintbrush. So I'm just gonna, now you can put tape on this if you want. Just gonna hold it in place until it starts to go cold. Right, it's now time to cut these ears off. It's gone cold again. So I'm going to warm it up just a little bit. Just test it. Yeah, that's warm enough for me to now come in and cut that off there with my Stanley knife. My cuts are not perfect, so we'll come back and sand that. Cut that side as well. Some really coarse sandpaper. Sand it down. And then I'm just going to sand round the corner. Can you see there? Sanding round that corner. I'm reshaping it. You can see how you can sand the WoodUbend mouldings, reshape them. You can bend them when they're warm to fit to your surface as well. And you can reshape them like I'm doing here. And then I'm going to come in with a super fine piece of rad pad, my surf prep, and just smooth everything over that I've just done. I'm popping this little diamante hardware in here, but as you can see, the screw is too short to go through and go all the way through the mouldings. So I'm going to make that opening wider there with my drill. Let's see if I've opened up the hole wide enough for the diamante, and yes I have. So can you see it's actually sat in the WoodUbend moulding there. And once I get my screw in the back, that little drawer, I can paint it.